May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the US dollar index. The US dollar index. Now, let's start with the economic calendar. No real news drivers for the next week. We have some CPI data for the CAD and the pound, but outside of that, there's no real hardcore, the kind of news that's going to shake the markets up. You understand? And Thursday and Friday, there's no news at all. So this is going to be a very calm news week, and I'm not expecting any big, bold, aggressive moves at all. Okay, now looking at the monthly time frame, really quick, we still have the upward channel. We still have the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And this is a potential higher low, but I've been pointing this out for over a year, all right, because this is how long it's been in consolidation. That at this support line of the ascending channel, the market seems to be rounding. This is a, a, a bottom looks to have formed. And uh, what makes me think that is the close of the last bullish candle here above the highs of the consolidation. With that strong close, the trading above, breaking the structure, breaking the structure and closing above it lets me know that the buyers took control. Got it? Cool. Now, since then, for the month of August, it's been down. We do know that the the markets tend to move bearishly, seasonally speaking, especially the equity markets tend towards more bearishness than bullishness. All right, equity markets. All right, this is the U.S. dollar index, and you can see the pullback has already begun. But since this low is the protected low after it made this high and then this this high here that actually broke market structure, we know that this is a protected low. This is a protect. This is the high, and if the market pulls back, it's healthy because it's got to make a higher low for the next higher high to be made. You understand? All right. So this, as long as the market is above this high, above this low, sorry, we are bullish, and we made higher highs and higher lows since then. This is where we are now. Now, let me also point out that last month closed very bearishly, but look at the low here. All right, this is a low. This is a higher low relative to this low, and this is a higher low. This makes it a swing low. Might be an intermediate swing low, but it is a swing low. All right, and uh, when the market pulls back, if the market were to pull back down here, this is where I would get concerned. This is where I would stop looking for buy scenarios. All right, this this low, the swing low, the protected low, is where we it would confirm that the market has changed from a bullish one to a bearish bias. Okay, now let's go to the weekly time frame. Now again, we're gonna look out, span out. We are in this ascending channel, and this is a rounded bottom here. And what we can see clearly is that we made a higher high here, a higher low, a higher high, breaking structure and trading above it comfortably. And we know that this is a key level. How do we know that? We can see how the market has reacted to it here as resistance. It penetrated here, then came as resistance here. It acted as support here. It acted as support here. All right. Yeah, this is a key level. All right. And we get back to trading above that. We know that we're on our way to these highs, the high over here. Right now, we're in a pullback. All right, the buyers took control once we traded above these highs here. we're in a pullback now. And I told you last week, doesn't matter if the market pulled back here or here. This is the support line of the larger ascending channel. So it could pull back all the way to here. It's still protecting this low. And we can still look for buy scenarios. You understand? Once it breaks this one, then we can start saying, stop looking for buys. Okay, but right now, no. All right. And I want you to look how the market ended last week. This is last week's candle. It opened here, right? Opened here, pushed up into what? A bearish fair value gap here, rejected from there, and closed without taking out that low. What do we have here? Relative equal lows. One here, one here. And that is a strong draw on liquidity. All right. I'm going to mark out this weekly fair value gap that the market has already traded into and mitigated. Boom. Right. And so far it is holding. So far it is holding. All right. The market traded above this thing, the previous candle high, previous weekly high, and then closed back within the range of this candle. This means one thing: either the market is going to continue down or consolidate. This is a consolidation signal, or the market is going to continue down. All right, and that's all that we can say. If the market gets down to these lows, that's where I want to take. I want to start looking for buy models. All right, to form. Let's go to the daily so we can get a very clear picture of where we're at. The market had a very aggressive, impulsive move down, and then you see this sideways action. This is August. This is what August looks like, folks. Summer doldrums. All right, and you're not going to expect a whole lot of bold moves in August. If it happens, it happens, but that's not the expectation. But you can see this low, this low, this low, this low. These are prime targets for liquidity. All right, this is sell side liquidity. We have another low here, sell side liquidity, right above the support line of the bigger ascending channel. So the market could drop down here and start to form bullish, uh, uh, start to form valid buy models here or here. All right, let's take a look with the Fibonacci retracement tool, because we know this is a protected low. Why? Because it swept the low before it, the previous low before it, and it led to a break of market structure. So on this time frame, all right, so I will put my Fibonacci tool here and go to the top of the trading range from that low to this high, move it over to the side. All right, and we can see the OTE levels, the optimal trade entry levels here: 618, 705, 786. Everything below the 50% of this trading range is discount prices. This is premium prices. You want to take your shorts from premium prices, you want to take your longs from discount. And we are dancing in on that borderline right now, and you can see that there is a small ascending channel here, making higher high, higher low, higher high, and we got a potential higher low to be made here or here. I'm looking for these lows to give us the indication that we should start looking for buy scenarios. You understand? Where these are the draw on liquidity is pretty strong, and it's to the downside. You can see after this aggressive move, it's to the downside. Could we expect a bounce here on the support line of this ascending channel? Should we expect a buy there? For the market to bounce here? We could. If we get above that key level and start trading above that key level, we're probably going to go higher. But just understand that on the weekly time frame, there is a weekly fair value gap here, a bearish fair value gap. The market already traded into it and pulled down from it. And you can see once the market hit that POI, it took out the high. This Thursday candle took out the high of the Wednesday candle and then closed back within the range. This is our first hint that the market may be forming a candle two closure. Look at number two. Look at the candle, the second candle. It closed below the low of the open of candle, the first candle. I said the first. I said candle two. This is our first candle. All right, this is our first candle. This actually, the first candle is contact, but this candle here is the important one. This is the one that got it up here. All right, and it's the first, the last of a series of bullish candles here. Look at these closures: one, two, three, three bullish candle closures, and this one closed below the low of two of them, and close to that, to the open of that, the third one. If we get some follow through, this will constitute a change in the state of delivery from bullish. Come on, man. Why did you do that? From bullish to bearish momentum. All right. Let's see. Boom. So I'm looking for the market to open here very shortly. And we're going to see if we get a a candle three closure here. All right. A candle three closure that will give us continuation below the open of this series of bullish candles. All right. And that would be a sure sign that the market is heading further down. All right. Now I'll be looking for it to hit this low here. And maybe we might get a buy uh, formation, a buy model forming. Come on, man. That looked terrible. Let's do that again. From the open down to here. The lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, and then the pullback. This is where we would enter for the market to go higher. Now, I would like to see that there, or, oops, I did something wrong. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it right. Thank you. Or we get it down here at this low. I just want that buy. I need that a valid buy formation. That's when I will start to look for strength in the U.S. dollar against its counterparts, the euro, the pound, the New Zealand dollar, the Aussie dollar, the CAD, and the Swiss and the Japanese yen. We're going to see if we're going to see that, but I think we're going to get some weakness this week, and it's probably going to be a slow, like I said, a slow week. So this is the one I'll be concentrating on. First stop. All right, we get a buy formation there. That's when I'll start looking to sell the Euro USD and the like. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go and check out the video that I already put out already, and that would be for gold and for the equities, the S&P, the Nasdaq, and the what do you call that? The Dow Jones Industrial. Put out some analysis for the U.S. equities there and gold. Go check those out. All right, and leave a comment or a boost if you like, and leave one on this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'm happy to respond to every question. All right, from all my viewers. I hope you have a safe trading week, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be the Euro USD. May profits be upon you.